Rhea Ripley sends 5-word message to Damian Priest after WWE SmackDown. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Damian Priest has been climbing ladders in WWE, establishing himself as the next prominent star that the promotion could rely upon. Currently, he is involved in a heated feud with Drew McIntyre. It will seemingly conclude at the upcoming Saturday night's main event 2025, where the two are set to lock horns in a steel cage match. The former Judgment Day member mentioned it as the final chapter in his rivalry with McIntyre. However, ahead of his much-anticipated bout, Damian Priest was honored as he was inducted into the Bronx Walk of Fame. The former World Heavyweight Champion received a street sign with his stage name and his first real name, Luis. After Priest shared his honoring moment with his fans, Rhea Ripley congratulated the street champion on his recent achievement by posting a picture from the event along with a 5-word message for him. "That's my best friend Hashproud," wrote the Eradicator. Last year, during an interview on Casual Conversation with Classic, the host asked Damian Priest an interesting question about whether he would consider capturing the WWE Tag Team Championships alongside Rhea Ripley. The Archer of Infamy expressed that Rhea Ripley and he would be an unstoppable force, having the capabilities of beating any team in the world. Therefore, he's open to chasing tag gold alongside Mommy if creatives allow it. Yeah, it's very possible. If they allow Rhea Ripley to be my partner for the World Tag Team titles, that's 100% possible. We can beat anybody. I just don't think... There's nobody right now in WWE that I feel like I can't stand toe-to-toe with, and I know she, Rhea Ripley, thinks the same way. So if you put us together in a team... I mean, you saw how we wiped the floor with Dom and Liv. That was cakework. Now you put us against the tag team champs. I am not saying it will be cakework, but we will get it done. So that's on Pierce and the office people at the company to decide. It will be interesting to see whether Damian Priest gets his hands raised at his final encounter with Drew McIntyre at Saturday night's main event 2025 or not. Zelina Vega reached a major milestone in her WWE career when she captured her first singles title. On the April 25th episode of WWE SmackDown, Vega defeated Chelsea Green to become just the second ever WWE Women's United States Champion. Following her win, Vega appeared on Hot 97, where she reflected on this achievement and other key moments in her journey, including her memorable match at Backlash 2023 in Puerto Rico. At that event, Vega challenged Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. She recalled initially being told the match would be brief, with the goal of showcasing Ripley's dominance. Months later, it was confirmed that the original plan was for a quick bout, but it was extended due to Vega's growing popularity and her strong in-ring performances. She said, "Backlash 2023 against Rhea Ripley. Honestly, it was one of the most amazing feelings of my life, not just my career. And I didn't even expect it to be. It wasn't supposed to happen like that, which I think made it even more special. I remember hearing, it's going to be a quick match. You're just there to help put over her strength. And I was like, okay, whatever." Vega also revealed a personal connection with Ripley, adding, "She's actually my weirdo neighbor now. She literally moved next door. We do random cosplay stuff together. But honestly, if I had to share that moment with anyone, I'm glad it was her. It couldn't have been more perfect." Zelina Vega is hopeful that WWE will return to Puerto Rico. At WWE Backlash 2023, the company brought a major pay-per-view to Puerto Rico, with Zelina Vega and Damian Priest both featured in prominent roles. Now, it appears that both superstars are eager for WWE to head back to the island. In a recent appearance on the Good Karma Wrestling podcast, Vega shared that Damian Priest has been actively advocating for another WWE event to be held in Puerto Rico. She said, "Genuinely, I would love that. I would love it. I know Damian has been pushing for it too. So we're really trying to get it together. But yeah, I can't wait. I know that there has to be another event in Puerto Rico. Like, there just has to be. Like, that crowd was just... I'd like to say second to none because I've never felt like... again, I talk about how The Rock says the most electrifying fans in sports and entertainment, but I didn't know what that meant until that day. Like, that was my WrestleMania. That was like the craziest moment. Not just my wrestling career, but like one of my life. It's crazy to have been a part of that. I really hope that there's gonna be something, even if it's just in the next year or so. I'd love to go back to Puerto Rico. WWE superstar Zelina Vega has expressed her desire to see WWE return to Puerto Rico for another major event, more than a year after the electrifying atmosphere at WWE Backlash 2023. Vega, who featured prominently on the card, shared that fellow star Damian Priest has also been actively pushing for the company to revisit the island. Speaking on Good Karma Wrestling, Vega described the Puerto Rico crowd as second to none and called the experience one of the most emotional moments of her life. "That day was my WrestleMania," she said. "There just has to be another event in Puerto Rico. I didn't know what a most electrifying crowd meant until that day." At Backlash 2023, Vega challenged Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Despite losing, her homecoming ovation brought her to tears in the ring. On the same night, Damian Priest took on music star Bad Bunny in a San Juan street fight, one of the event's most talked about matches. Zelina Vega's journey since that emotional night has been nothing short of impressive. On the April 25th, 2025 episode of SmackDown, she defeated Chelsea Green to become the second ever WWE Women's United States Champion, her first singles title in WWE. Looking ahead, Vega wants to be a fighting champion and is already planning for SummerSlam. "I want to be walking in SummerSlam with this title and walking out with it," she told Wesh 2 News. "If Chelsea wants to go again, great. But I'd also love to face someone like Mia Yim. We go way back to the Indies." Vega's passion for representation and competition has made her a standout on SmackDown. She's expressed interest in defending the title internationally, including in promotions like AAA and Stardom, reinforcing her desire to grow as a global champion. Zelina Vega also revealed a unique off-screen bond with former rival Rhea Ripley. The two now happen to be neighbors and often engage in cosplay sessions together. "If I had to share that moment with anyone, I'm glad it was her," Vega said. As both Vega and Priest continue their rise in WWE, their push for a return to Puerto Rico reflects not just pride, but a shared belief that the island deserves the spotlight once again. Whether it's 2025 or beyond, fans and superstars are awaiting Io Sky may be the best in-ring performer in WWE today, but Rhea Ripley isn't done chasing the title Io took from her. After WrestleMania 41, where Io retained against both Ripley and Bianca Belair, Rhea remained close to the champion. On Raw, the two teamed up to defeat Roxanne Perez and Julia, but Rhea's post-match stare at the title was clear. She wants it back. Dominic's redemption arc has been real, but his problems are just beginning. After winning the Intercontinental Championship earlier this year, Dirty Dom now has a long line of challengers, including Penta, AJ Styles, and even his Judgment Day teammate, Finn Balor. Penta's rise, AJ's hunger, and Balor's history with Dom. With tensions from WrestleMania and weekly backstage teases, Dominic could find himself overwhelmed and outmatched. A title switch seems more like a when than if. Tiffany Stratton cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase earlier this year and hasn't looked back. She's taken down big names like Bayley and Charlotte Flair, proving she belongs at the top. But Nia Jax is back and dangerous. After crushing Jade Cargill on SmackDown, Jax has launched herself into the title picture. Her size and power contrast Tiffany's athleticism, and WWE may see a title change as a way to shake up the SmackDown women's division.